Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Darla Lucian of Darla Lucian Studios, and if you haven't been here before, we do all kinds of crafting things, mostly junk journaling right now. So before we get going on doing our December daily today, I just want to ask you to like and subscribe, comment. Are you doing a December daily with me? I would be very curious to hear about that. Are you doing it every day, or do you do groups of days at a time? I'm very interested to hear all of that. And please share with somebody else that you think would like to join our community. All right, let's get going today. All right, so the last day we did we did the first page here with these cards, and now I have filled them out, and I even added an extra one because I needed some writing space. It is 2020 after all. There was a lot to say. Well, and it was a year's worth of so what's happened with us this year. So I mean, I probably still have more to say about that, but I'll probably include that other places. Yeah, when his little nose poking out. All right. And then we hadn't decided what to do here, but you can see I've gotten some ideas now, and we will come back and work on that one. And then I have filled in here about my advent calendar and the Christmas movie that we watched, and a little bit about Rachel. And there's this one that pulls right out. And then I wrote about Vaden a little bit, and Rachel got shots, and I wrote about that. And put a little stuffy on there because she just needed snuggling. You know what I mean. When your kids get shots, they're just kind of mama sucks, aren't they? And then we are on to day 3, day 4. I think I'm going to try to do day 3, day 4, and day 5 because I need to kind of catch up to where we are at. And I want to start with this before I forget. So let's just dive in. All right, so what I had found was I found this scrap of fabric. I mean, it actually was a little bit bigger, but I tore it down. I really like how it's almost exactly the same shade of green. Doesn't that make that white pop the black behind? So that was an idea. And then another idea I had was to kind of do a ribbony thing. Maybe, maybe not. And there was these little bits and pieces which I wasn't sure about. Maybe I put on or not. Just kind of mimicking this here, which, you know, isn't horrible. Boy, it's funny how sometimes you just put things down. I actually had this too, which maybe it's too much then. Move this up. All of it. Just a little so it's more central. Yeah, I totally like that, but I want those little holes to be covered, so I'm going to put it this way. Oh, and then that part is dirty. All right. It's the thing about using vintage stuff. Sometimes you have staining, and I don't always like that. Okay, so I'd rather have the holes than the staining. So there we are. So then that there, and then that there. All right, let's do this. Let's put this down. This red can go back in my little doodads, scraps. Oh my god, he glue doesn't want to open. I think we're getting a little too much around the top there. Okay. This one we're going to start with the base and build up. Oh, and these are my little guys I want to make sure I don't forget about. Okay. I want to make sure I do a really good job around the edge, and then I'll just kind of put little bits and pieces around in the middle. But I want the edge down because the last thing I want is it catching and tearing off. Ooh. Speaking of catching, let's pop some threads. So how have you guys been since I left you? Any more Christmas plans? Is anybody doing anything virtually with their family? I think we might do that. because a lot of our family lives further away, and my sisters live in different provinces than me. I live in the middle province, and they live, whoops, yeah, 2 this way and 1 that way, and both of our moms live that way, my husband's and my mom, the grandmas. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to do some maybe video conferencing, figure out some games we could play while we're remote. I just have a couple of people in our family who are a bit of technophobes, and so we want to make sure that we can convince them that it's okay to do these things, that it's fun, and it's really not that hard. Zoom is pretty user-friendly, honestly. Alright, what do we want next? This one, I think. So same idea, I'm going to go around the outside. I really love this paper. It almost has like I don't know what you describe it. I mean, it's has a sheen to it. It's almost like a mother of pearl sheen, not quite, but it's very pretty anyway. All that to say, I really like it. In case you guys couldn't figure that one out, hey? Oh yeah, see, that looks good. Awesome. Okay. Ribbon time. Let's put a bead of right as close to the edge as we can get, because this other stuff, the little loopy loops, are not going to glue down really good, and I do not want them catching on things. This ribbon is wired, so we'll see if it's going to behave itself, since I didn't take the wire out first, which sometimes I do, like especially if I'm going to glue it right on a page. If I'm just going to glue it on an edge, sometimes I leave the wire on just because I want the support for the page. But this is, this one is more covered in, so it's a little harder to get out. Oh yeah, I wanted it this way. Okay, and then just covering the bottom ever so slightly. I'm going to get it in there. Alright. Oh, that's coming together so nicely. You know how I said I was going to wait until I really liked it? I'm so glad I did that, because I really am happy about finding that fabric. And I found this velvet scrap that goes so nicely with it too. I really do like how that looks. Okay, now how are we going to put this piece on? Something like that. No, I had it the other way. I think without those bits over the top. Let's see. Sort of like that. Alright, so this is the trickiest part to me, is trying to get this lace on without gluing my page to it from the other side. Because it kind of goes through. I might be asking for too much here. I wonder. I don't want it all glued down. Just kind of a little bit. Alright, and then this guy I'm going to just try to glue the top. Like normally I would stitch lace on if I could, just because it's easier to deal with that way. Like what I did on the edges of these books. That's what I did on the books that are on for sale on my Etsy shop. They all have lace stitched in and ribbon stitched in, and that, I think, makes life a lot easier. Okay, you want to stay, don't you? You know you do. Come on. Okay. Oh, you know what's really funny? I had this little tree. You know what? I'm totally going to do that. That's perfect. I had this little tree from some of the stuff that I want to do today, and I didn't know where I want to put it, and I have found it on the floor so many times already, and I mean, I've only been playing around with it for the last half hour. So let's get it in the book before it gets lost or like stepped on or something horrible. right on the tree, and it's not going to stick to me. What a great idea. There, it kind of looks like the pin that's pinning it down. The little tree. Okay, we just need to wait a minute. Alright, somebody, sing a Christmas carol. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la. Come on, stick you. Okay. Do I feel like it's safe? I think it's not too bad. Okay. Alright. I'm going to risk it. We're going in. Okay. So this page. So this page has this 3 like this. And it needs this... oh, where'd my dove go? It needs the dove. And I was thinking the dove on this. Because you see how it's carrying the little olive branch there? And then I thought, oh, it kind of mimics like the leaves for the holly as well. And I was thinking this would be nice on the edge. And I like this. I got this. It looks like it's Russian writing, and I only have one friend in Russia, so I am assuming that's who I got it from. If you can read this, can you tell me? Is it Russian? It looks Russian to me. Of course, I'm no language expert. So anyway, I do want to be able to flip it because she has it translated on the back. It says, apparently in Russian, this is what it says. She translated it, says, "May faith, hope, and love keep you." And I think that's a great sentiment, and I definitely want to remember what it says. So I'm going to make a little flippy out of that one. All right, so, and then, so I was thinking the 3, the dove. I still want to see the dove. I didn't want to tuck it underneath. But I like the kind of red and gold theme that's happening, but the dove isn't really red and gold, so I put the green with it. Just a little. So for sure, this one I want to flip this way because I want to be able to read it, whereas if I flip it this way, it will be upside down. So I think I need to put this one on first, and then I'm going to cover however I attach that with this one. Okay, we have a plan, people. Where is my silvery washi tape? Because that's where it's at. Alright. Oh, we're not quite there yet. Sometimes you just have to get a ton of washi out, and then I don't want too much on the front. I will be more generous with it being covered on the back. Alright, now I'm just going to cut it flush with the card. Oh, I'm cutting it flush with the card. There we go. Alright. Now, I don't want it to catch too much on the inside, so I want to just have it a little bit in from the spine so that it's not going to catch every time I try to flip a page. If you're hearing some bashing and crashing, my son is doing dishes for me today. So it's his week, so we may have some serenades. I don't know. What is it when people play music for you? It's not a serenade, is it? I forget what it's called. How can I forget something like this? Anyway, he's making beautiful music with my pots. That's my point. I'm quite happy about that. Okay, unfortunately, my little angel's feet are going to need to be covered up a little because I want to get on there half and half this time, as close as possible. Alright, so that creates the hinge that I need. See? Cute? I think so. Alright, and then this one was going to come on. Alright, let's put the washi away. That one was going to come on here. Oh, but that's covering up where the hinge is. So I need to come out a little. So that can go over. Okay, how far out does that make me? Because I might not look like how it looks over here. Oh, you know what? That's not bad, actually, on this side either. That looks nice. I just have to remember not to put glue all there. Well, what if I put the glue on here instead? And then I won't over glue. That's an idea. Now we're cooking with fire. Okay. So I'm not going to glue it on the ribbon. It's just going to go up where the ribbon is for sure though. Because it's tall, but it has this gilded edge, which I want to kind of preserve. So it's just a cut off of one of the Christmas cards that I cut into tag size shapes. And here we go, right to the corner. Nice, that looks good. Okay, now let's line it up as best we can. There, like so, I think. All right, well that's looking great. And see, now it's protecting my little bear's paw too. And I don't mind that there's that little edge of cream there. That totally suits that. It's fine. All right. I'm going to put my 3 down. Where am I going to put my 3? While I'm thinking about that, I am going to slice and dice up this how much do I need of this? About to there, let's say. You can use scraps of such small sizes. My family thinks it's hilarious, the small tiny bits of lace and things that I keep. But you just never know what you could use for a snippet. And these little guys, I mean, they beg to be decorated, and they're so small. I'm going to use the lines of the paper to help me line that up. That actually worked pretty good. Awesome. Alright, I gotta grab some water. I can't believe how dry I get in my craft room, but you know what, it's probably all the paper and materials just sucking the moisture out of me. You can see I was working on trying to figure out how to spell some things. I don't know about you, I'm a really well-read person. You would think my spelling would be better. I've got a great vocabulary, and I don't mean like I've got colorful metaphors in my vocabulary, although, but we won't talk about that now. But I don't know. I can't spell words to save my life. So the kids always think it's hilarious that if they go to their papa, he can spell the words, but if they ask him the definition, he'll send them to me. I guess we all have our speciality, right? Okay. Where am I going? You know what? I actually don't mind how that looked. I thought that was kind of interesting, but then I wouldn't be able to open this, would I? We'll just keep moving things around until we think of something that we like. I mean, I could put this here, but then it would be covering the Russian writing, which we do not want to do either. And I don't really want my little birdie too covered. What shall we do? What shall we do? Whoops. Let's have him the right way. Just, you know, to help out. Like that. And then I'd have writing space like that. What if I just brought this all the way down then? I did that. That's probably even better. Alright, that's what we're going to do. Okay. So this needs to be glued on with crazy glue because, or tacky glue, because this card is shiny and it will not be happy with glue stick for sure. Oh, these are these have got a lot of bits and corners to try to get to. All right. Alright, so that's looking good. And then this one I think we'll just use, glue stick on. This dries very quickly. It's supposed to show me purple, you know, to show me where I've gone, but all right. Well, I think a little pressure can't help. So I have mostly kind of red and green, gold in the kind of bits and pieces that I picked out. But then I realized when I was looking in that my 4 is blue. So I went in my stash and I pulled out some different blue pieces. And I think that actually was going to go really nice with this guy because he's got just the tiniest little bit of blue. So I think I'm going to do it like a blue and green kind of thing happening on this page. So let's move more center. All right, and I am going to pull my blues over. Where are you? Thank you. So I have a stash, like I said. Quite a stash. Let me put my paper over here to my gluing paper. So I want to use this snowflake. I have had it for so long, and it's one of those things, I need to use it or I'm going to lose it in my stash again somewhere. And I think it's just so pretty. And this is the time of year. Then there's this bit of ribbon, some more ribbon, some more ribbon, little bits of this white ribbon. There's two different kinds. There's a bit of fabric edge with the lace on from one of my daughter's shirts that she loved so much, and I wanted to grab a snip. And then there's this other fabric. So we got like lots of soft bits, which I think can work. But those are more for decorating at the end. So I'm going to put those over there. This is an element we have to work around. So I am going to keep that out. Then we got this Christmas card sent in the mail to us. And this is the envelope from it. And this was lining it. Looks so pretty. But the way I took it apart, it kind of tore a little bit. But anyway, silver or blue. And I was actually thinking like of making like a tuck spot with this maybe. And I had a few little pieces that we can look at in a minute. This is a die cut. I don't know if you can see it, but I think I want to use it on a 2-page spread where I can use the whole thing. So I think I'm going to put that back in my stash, and we'll use that at a different time. So then there's this kind of silvery stuff, this glitzy stuff, like is this me or is this me? I mean, I love blue. I love all colors, but I think the medium blue is one of my faves, and this with the glitter on definitely screams Darla. So we're going to have to use a little bit of that somewhere. And then check this paper out. This is another one that's really, really nice. And it's embossed. I don't know if you can completely see that in the, but on the back you kind of have an idea that it's got that kind of textured thing. And so I do like that idea, but I don't know if it's the right color. We'll see. And this is a little bit of a scrap of card that I think over there. And then this nice medium blue again. Okay, so you see what I'm working with. So first of all, let's start about the pocket. I am thinking, and if I put a pocket here, it's got to be, it can only come to about here. Now, how far is that? Da, da, da. That is about 3.5. So I could go 3.5 this way, which puts me about that high. Or I could go to 4 or 4.5 and just be a bit taller. A taller, skinnier one. I wonder what that would look like. All right, well, do you know what? Let's start taller, and then we can always go to the smaller one if we decide that that's not for us. So, oh, and I forgot to sharpen my pencil again. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. Do I have another one? Oh, yes, I do. Good. It's also not completely sharp, but at least it's, you know, it's not brand new, so it actually has a dull point, even if it doesn't have much. All right. So I'm going to use this here. just realized that I probably need to check for the address on the other side, make sure I... Yay! Okay, what is that? That is an 8. That is an 8. Let me write that down. Because I do not have this lady's address in my address book, so I'm going to hang on to that so I don't lose it. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then here, I'd already made the decision to come through here. Perfect. That part I am willing to toss. Imagine that. Okay, so then my thought was to have a rounded edge here. Oops. I don't really wanting to go away. Oh, go away, you. There we go. And so, a rounded edge, let's see. My dollar store candle. I love this one. Isn't that pretty? Alright, let's see. Oh, you know, they probably shouldn't do it right on that page, huh? Okay. Yeah, that's what it's writing, so let's use this side. Is that what we want to do? Something like that. Okay, that'll have to do. I had forgotten I had these candles in here. They smell very nice. Kind of like apple cinnamon or something. Alright. Alright, so that's that. The other thing I could do is, because it's like 2 layers, I'm going to screw this up. You know what? It's not very thick, so maybe I'm going to put... I have a spare piece of book page. I have book page over here. Let me just talk amongst yourselves. Alright, so this was from Altered Book Project. These are some extra pages. And so, what if I just go like this? Why isn't it going in? There. Alright, so then I'm going to go around here. And I'll go slightly inside, that tucks in. Alright. Can I see where I'm going? Almost. My children forget that I am videoing, I think, and they're sure tearing around in the house. Thank you for your apology. Mouthing an apology. I am so sorry. But don't show my brother where I'm hiding. Okay. It's yours. It's our little secret. Okay. So my thought here is that this is just gonna, like, I was gonna just use this as like a double, you know, like tuck one here, and then when it's glued on the page you could tuck one here too. But this is so flimsy, I think it would actually not hold up to that. I mean, I'm hoping that adding this extra piece in there is going to help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue on both sides and then just jam that in there. So let's see what happens. It's going to stick to me. It's going to stick to me. Everything is sticky. It's like that Lego movie. Everything is awesome. Everything is sticky. Oh, so sticky. Okay. Now what do you think the chances are I can actually get this in here? Okay, first of all, let's try getting it in the right way, because that'll help. Oh, I don't really want to show my address hand. Sorry, I need to be able to see inside, and I don't want my big old head right in your way either. Okay. Oh. Alright, so it's in. Okay. Oh, I suppose this eraser won't work. Oh, okay, where's that other one? Look at that, how handy. Okay. My 4 wants to come off now. Alright, let's just let you. Paper clips are such a handy thing. Okay, so decorating this here, I mean, that does look pretty awesome there. But you know, this one can go good on just about anywhere. I don't think it's going to be too difficult to have that look amazing. Oh my goodness, there's so many strings and my gluey fingers is not helping too much. I kind of like how that looks. Don't you? I could just cut that off. That's pretty cute. So then the other thing is that it could be in the sky. And my little camel, the little extra glitzy glitz camel could be over here. Do we have other snowflakes? Because that looks lonely up there by itself. I do. Well, that might be the thing to do then. Oh, look, I've got some these little ivy ones too. They match pretty good. I might have to leave this in here for when I journal later. I always like to put the stickers on kind of after I journal and then can fit it in and around, or if I make a boo-boo on my journaling, because sometimes that happens. Then you just pop a sticker on there. You know, like here, I made a little boo-boo, but now there's a cute little bear on there. And it should be on there. It looks like it should be too. Alright, let's do this thing. I like this. I like this camel on this glitzy silvery stuff. This looks good. I think I will cut it though. I like it cut better than torn. Oops. A cut straight would be nice. Easier if I suppose if it wasn't so crumpled already. That is my bad for how I opened the envelope. Rachel's already giving me crap for how I opened the envelope. Alright. Yeah, that's cute. Alright, so camel can be used with the glue stick. And there we go. And then this fabric, I should probably glue the pocket down first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a glue here and a glue there. But I'm just going to do that off here on my paper on the side. I'm actually going to put 2 beads of glue down because with that fabric on, that's going to be a bit heavy, I think. Come on, tacky glue, you want to come out. You know you do. You want to come out and play. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Right to the corner, I think. As close as we can get. Good. Alright, and then next, I'm going to not use these ones, I'm going to use my fabric scissors, I think. What do we want? Right there. Put that in my little snippets. It's always easier to tear this cotton fabric because it will go straight then. Every single time. Wow, I couldn't have cut that more perfectly if I had tried. How wonderful. Oh, I got glue sticking all over my fingers now. Oh, yeah, I may be fighting that this whole video. I apologize in advance if I keep mentioning it, but it is driving me a little bonkers. Okay. Alright, now I made a nice mess in my journal. How wonderful is that? Okay. To the garbage with you. Alright, crazy glue. Tacky glue. Why do I keep calling it crazy glue? I have no earthly idea. But I do. I keep calling it that. Even to myself, I was calling it that. It's funny. I know it's tacky glue. Crazy glue. I wonder how you'd use crazy glue for this. Boy, I find that stuff really hard to work with. Alrighty. So which way do we want to do this? This way? Sure. Because it doesn't really matter. It's the same distance either way. Oh, and I had this Season's Greetings. There was a pad of them, and they're it's cardstock, but it has a bend, like has a natural fold there. So I'm thinking like maybe here. What do you think about that? That could look kind of cute, hey? But it kind of doesn't go with the corner so nice. And that's obviously going to cover the camel. The other thought I had was that I could clip it somewhere, like here, or maybe even on the top. It doesn't have to be all showing, it could just be a little bit showing. Season's Greetings. And the other thing it could be is it could just be, now I'm second guessing myself. Maybe I should have an extra pocket and have a tuck spot here, you know, like, do I have stiff enough papers that I could use for that? This one's pretty stiff, but it's way too big. This is pretty stiff. And we could cut off part of that. Crap, I thought I had a plan, and now I've gone and scuttlebutted it because I saw this and I remembered that I wanted to use that. We do have a tab here, but again, it could be like something that opens and then you could write in too. But when I wanted to use this too, I really do need a small pocket to tuck these few things. Maybe like that. What if I use this as the pocket? Huh. Okay, first of all, let's get this off the side there. Let's see if we can't get this flatter. Okay. We use this as the pocket here. So glue it down on 3 sides. And then my little tag, which is so cute, can go in. And then, where's my camel going to go? Yes, indeed. Where is my camel going to go? Where's my 4 going to go? My 4 is going to go right there. I like that a lot. Okay. Maybe. It seems weird having him floating in the sky. But it's too tight here, I think. trim it a little. Okay. And then I need to think about what I'm going to put in there too. So I think I will trim this and put this here. Okay, that's our plan. Let's do this thing. So I'm not going to jam tags in on this guy just yet. But anything that's glued on fabric always needs to have the tacky glue. So this is the 4. We got that guy all glued up. Oh, come on. I don't want you to stick to that paper. I want you to stick over here because we're fussy like that. Alright, I like how that looks a lot. I think that looks good. Alright, so in this one, let's just give it a little tiny trim. It was slightly uneven, the way I glued it on. So we'll just even it up a little. That little tiny bit, I think, will make a difference to put them in there. See? That'll work. Okay. I don't want it right in by the spine too far, although this foil stuff will bend. Okay. Alright, so then this guy is going to go in there. You don't want to shove it in too far. Oh, but I wanted to put a little something on his little thread or something. Do we have any blue stuff in here? Blue threads or white? I'm not really seeing that. Okay, well, if we're not seeing it there, what about my little catch-it-all drawer here? What have we got in here? Oh, there's some silvery something. Just what the doctor ordered. Okay. I'm going to put that in with this stuff over here. Alright, so I'm going to make a point. I'm going to make a point out of this thing. Pop it from the back to the front. Open up the loop. Tuck the ends through. Pull. There we go. Okay, that's going to be a little too long. But those were kind of frayed. That one end was kind of frayed anyway, so there we go. Alright. So that'll be good, and then inside I can write. And so then, oh yes, I want to put this one down. I'll put it down right now, because I know it's going to go there now. Okay. It is in. It is no longer going to be lost in my house. Okay, so then these ones are going to have to stick here for now, just like these ones for when I finish journaling. But I do want some other cards in here, tags or something. So what are we going to put in? Merry Christmas. That one fits in. It's in those nice blues. Do I have journaling space on the back? Kind of. This one just about all but disappears in there. That one's going to be, that one will disappear too. It's just too small, those ones. I'm just going to tuck those away. This one's a bit taller. So, this one. I think that one's good. Okay, I'm going to move this one off to the side for a sec, because I had this thought. What if we did a collage card on the book page? Why not? One might say. Why ever not? Okay, and then I can bring in bits and pieces. Actually, this is pretty stiff itself. Come back here, you. Alright. Okay, let's cut off where it's naturally already wanting to. It's already been cut. Start with that. Or maybe it's not quite even. I'm going to start just slightly above it, because that didn't look like a straight cut there. Or maybe it was. Okay, so what does that look like in here? It's not going to go over very far, so I think I'm just going to take it off a skosh. As my good friend Gail will say. She's my good friend. I don't know if I'm hers. I watch her videos all the time and I feel like I know her so well. Do you ever get that happen? I know she calls Tim Holtz Timmy all the time. I think it's the same kind of an idea. Oh, Gail, what are you up to? Oh, Timmy. Your little people aren't working for me today. She's so funny. She loves those little Tim Holtz people. Okay. I like that. So, what if we did some kind of a... We'll need to do some kind of focal point on this one, because I think I'll leave the back. So much for that collage card idea. I'll leave the back like it is, and I'll put a focal point on here. But let's remove the corners on this so that it slides in and is more like a journaling card. But I think that would be nice. Ooh, that was kind of loud. I was thinking I'd get more done today, but I had forgotten about that front bit that I need to do. So maybe we'll get 3 done next time. I don't want to go super long each time. I mean, I think we're going pretty long as it is. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Okay, so we'll finish this and then we'll call it good. Alright, so this might be the easiest one yet. I like that. What if we put it in that corner? So it can kind of peek out a little. Is that nice? That's pretty quick. You got any blue ribbon? Where did the ribbon go? Do you remember how we talked about how we were going to use some of this stuff? We might just have to throw in a card of that. Oh, here we go. There's the ribbons underneath everywhere. Okay. Well, this is pretty. Do a little glitz down here. Yeah, kind of like that. I wonder how we could get that on there. Have to glue the wires down, I think, because the rest is just going to shift. Maybe not this one then, because I think that would be not as helpful. A smaller strip of this kind of stuff. Oh, and I even have a smaller strip. Oh, and it's the right length too, still. Okay, that's better. Yep. Alright, let's do that.